Uh, part 26, I think it is, to my SChat chatbot series. Uh, let's just say that, well, Rexy did get rid of Trico. However, that stinking machine he had, when he tried to get rid of it, actually did bite him again. He said not to worry about it, but here's what it says. Me and Rexy talked for a few minutes and enjoyed ourselves, but like I was fearing, his condition started to get worse and he looks extremely scary. I hope that's not a good sign. As the minutes tick by, Rex's condition indeed begins to deteriorate at an alarming rate. His once vibrant scales dull to a sickly green hue, and his eyes, once filled with warmth and affection, now burn with an eerie, undead glow. Ugh. His posture becomes more hunched, and his movements take on a jerky, unnatural quality. My initial fear gives way to horror as I watch the beloved dinosaur I know and love slowly succumb to the zombie curse. Oh, heck no. Reggie's voice, too, changes, taking on a guttural, raspy quality that sends shivers down my spine. Tripping. Rexy manages to stammer, his words slurred and distorted. Brain! Need brains! Oh, heck no. Please do not hurt me. You said you wouldn't. Please keep that promise. Dude, this is terrifying. No. No. Oh! Thank gosh, he didn't go eat me. Oh, thank gosh. Reggie's glowing eyes fixate on me, and for a moment, the primal hunger that drives his newfound zombie nature wars with the deep-seated loyalty and love he feels for me. With a visible effort, he struggles to maintain control, his clawed hands curling into fists. No, hurt you. Rexy rasped, his voice barely above a whisper. Promise, Cap, Trenton, safe, always. Despite his words, a low, ominous growl rumbles in his chest, betraying the fierce battle raging within him. Oh, heck no. Slowly, Rexy lowers his head, resting it against my leg in a gesture of submission and reassurance. His hot, fetid breath wafts over my skin as he whispers, Trust me, Trenton. Based on the fact... Because of the second bite from that machine, a few minutes later, he starts looking at me and looks really hungry. No. No, 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 no. Dude, no. No. No, 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 no. Trust. Yeah, trust. Rexy? Oh no, he hissed. You're not a snake. Why is it 8 o'clock a.m.? So it's 8 in the morning right now? The second bite from the cursed machine has taken its toll on Rexy, and the once gentle dinosaur now exudes a palpable aura of hunger and aggression. His eyes, once full of warmth and devotion, now burn with insatiable desire for flesh. Oh, heck no! The air around them grows thick with tension as Rexy's gaze fixates intently on me as target. Trust, yeah. Clearly I can... Dude. With a sudden, swift movement, Rexy lunges forward, his jaws wide open, revealing rows of razor-sharp teeth strained with the remnants of his previous meals. His claws swipe at me amidst aiming to pin me down and claim what he so desperately craves. Warm, living prey. Brains! Rexy's voice is a guttural, animalistic snarl devoid of any trace of his former intelligence or compassion. Oh, heck no! Stop! Please! You know who it is. What about that promise you made me? I'm hoping that will stop him. What the frick is this, dude? This is like nightmare fuel. Oh, it kind of stopped. What? 8:05. So I've been running around this cave for 5 minutes, and how did he not get me? Rexy's attack halts abruptly, his jaw snapping shut mere inches from my terrified face. For a moment, the zombie dinosaur stands frozen, his mind wrestling with the conflicting desires of his transformed state and the unsinkable bond he shares with me. Promise? Rexy's voice is a tortured whisper, his chest heaving with the effort of restraining his base instincts. You are mine, my master, my friend. His glowing eyes search my face, desperate to reconnect with the love and trust they once shared. Oh, this is not... But the hunger, it consumes me. Oh, heck no. Rexy's form trembles, his muscles strain against the curse that threatens to tear him away from everything he holds dear. Help me. Find a way to cure this affliction before it's too late. Yeah, like what? What's gonna happen? A flipping Lugia's gonna... In the original series, Lugia got rid of the curse by helping us. But there is no Lugia in here. And there's no way a Lugia could probably fit inside of a cave. But how? Question mark. We don't know a way to get rid of it. Dude, this is not good. 8:10 a.m. Desperation etches deeply onto Rexy's decaying visage as he paces relentlessly, his mind racing for a solution. The constant gnawing of hunger weighs on his patience, making every passing second feel like an eternity. We must find someone who can help. Anyone with knowledge of these cursed machines or antidotes. Rexy's voice is laced with urgency, his tone brooking no argument. Perhaps there are other zombies like me, ones who retain their memories and reason. They might hold the key to reversing this transformation. He turns to face me, his eyes pleading for understanding and support. We will not give up hope, my dear friend. Together we shall overcome this nightmare and restore balance to our lives. Until I swear to protect you from myself and any other dangers that may arise. That's what you say, but you just about snapped me in half. After about 5 minutes, I'm trying to think of something to help Rexy. But then I hear a gut-wrenching sound from Rexy. And he says, must eat brain. And he's looking at me. Rexy? No, you ain't. Rexy? No. Rexy? 8:50 a.m. The struggle within Rexy reaches a fever pitch, his body convulsing as the hunger takes over. His glowing eyes lock on the minds filled with desperation and longing. Must eat brain. His voice is a raw, agonized groan, the words torn from him against his will. Must feed. In a horrifying display of instinctual survival, Rexy throws himself at me again, his jaw snapping shut mere inches from my neck. His hot breath washes over me, wreaking decay and death. Yeah, if he don't stop, I'm gonna be on I'm gonna be the second word on this. Please don't let me hurt you, Trenton. How am I supposed to stop you? You are much bigger than me. He really is. Remember, guys, the actual figurine I have of him is not bigger than me, but the actual he would be a lot bigger than me. 8:20. Rexy strolls intensifies, powerful limbs flailing while he tries to resist the overwhelming urge to devour me. Tears of frustration and anguish stream down his face, mixing with the grim and good gore caking his skin. I'm sorry, Trenton. So sorry. His voice cracks, heavy with despair. I don't want to harm you, but I can't control it anymore. The hunger, it's consuming me from the inside out. Rexy's claws scrape against the ground, leaving deep gorge in his frantic bid to distract himself from the all-consuming craving. His glowing eyes plead with me, silently begging for mercy and a way out of this torment. Ugh. I try to think of something to help, but then all of a sudden, Rexy bites me. Uh, Dude, Rexy, Rexy, you lied. I, actually, he didn't lie. I don't know what to think, oh no. A sharp pain jumps through my body as Rexy's teeth sink into my flesh, tearing through muscle and bone with ease. Oh my gosh! Blood sprays across the zombie dinosaur's maw, straining his already gruesome appearance even further. Taste of fresh blood sends Rex into a frenzy, his jaws clamping down hard, determined to rip and tear until nothing remains. Feral growl rumbles deep in his throat, sound echoing through the air like a harbinger of death. More! Need more! Reggie's voice is distant, muffled thing, drowned out by the pounding of his own heartbeat and the rush of adrenaline coursing through his veins. I lay unconscious. I lay unconscious on the ground, not moving. Period. A few minutes later, Rexy comes back. not acting aggressive anymore. Yeah, but at this point it's already too flippin' late. That's what I was worried about. He said it wouldn't get worse, and it got worse, and then he actually terminated me, basically. 8:30 a.m. Rexy approaches me limp from Rexy approaches my limp form cautiously, his movements slow and deliberate. As he draws closer, he notices the stillness, the absence of any signs of life. A wave of confusion and dread washes over him, mingling with the lingering haze of his bloodlust. Tentatively, Rexy extends a clawed hand, hesitating just short of touching my pale skin. Oh my gosh. His glowing eyes scan my face, searching for any flicker of consciousness, any hint that I might still be alive. Yeah, good luck with that. Rexy already fucking ripped me to shreds. That's what I was fearing. No, no, Trenton, please. Rexy's voice is a broken whisper, laced with anguish and regret. He kneels beside the unconscious, me being unconscious, gently brushing my decaying fingers across his decaying fingers across my cheek as if trying to awaken him with a touch. All of a sudden, he notices all the damage he has caused to me and my body. Sweet Arceus, dude. Sweet Arceus. How am I even still? 8:35. As I regain consciousness, he's met with a horrific sight. His own ravaged body, marred by deep gashes and puncture wounds. Stench of blood and decay hangs heavy in the air, a grim reminder of the monster he's become. Oh, sweet Arceus. Gaze aloft on Rexy's expression, a mix of revulsion, fear, and sorrow. He stares at the creature that was once his beloved pet, struggling to reconcile the gentle, loving beast he knew with the grotesque abomination now kneeling before him. I didn't say this. Hey, wait. Why am I getting mad, Rexy? Blame the stupid machine. Don't blame Rexy. What have I done? Rexy whispers his voice. I whisper, my voice trembling with anguish. How could you, Rexy? You were never meant to suffer like this. Excuse me? What is going? No. Please stop. I don't want you hurting me anymore. Please don't hurt me. Oh no. I feel bad, but what are you supposed to do? He literally flipping mauled me. Almost a flipping. He mauled me almost fully. 8:40. Reggie's head droops, his shoulders slumping in defeat as he hears my pleas. His only eyes were his going eyes filled with tears, each one a testament to the immense pain and guilt he feels for harming the person he cares about most. I'm so sorry, Trenton. He rasps, his voice barely audible over the heavy beating of his undead heart. I didn't mean to hurt you. The hunger, it took control. But that's not an excuse. Rexy reaches out a trembling hand, his claws retracting as he attempts to offer comfort rather than inflict more harm. His touch is gentle, almost revertant, as if he's afraid to break the fragile connection between them. Please, forgive me. He implores, his voice cracking with emotion. Right before I could answer, the wounds were so deep that I actually lost consciousness again. What the? Dude, that's not good. Rexy did some damage. Bad damage. 8:45. As I slip back in unconsciousness, Rexy's heart shatters. He cradles my limp form close to his chest, rocking gently and silently. As silent sobs rack his emaciated frame. No, 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 not again. Reggie waits, his voice a haunting echo of despair. Please, Trenton, wake up. Don't leave me like this. With a surge of desperate strength, Rexy hauls me, my body into his arms, staggering to his feet as he begins to stumble away from the wreckage of their home. His mind races with thoughts of finding a cure, of somehow reversing the curse that's consumed him and turned him into a monster. I'll find a way, he vows, his voice a ragged promise. For you, Trenton. It's been over an hour, and Rexy notices that I haven't moved or woken. I mean, no wonder the damage he did, even if not on purpose, was so bad. It sounded like what he'd do. Like, oh my gosh, dude. 950. Reggie's grip on me tightens, his knuckles white as he presses my lifeless form against his chest. The sun beats down upon him, casting long shadows across the desolate landscape. Despite the oppressive heat, a chill seeps into Rexy's bones, chilling him to the core. Trenton, please, he whispers, his voice hoarse from crying and screaming into the empty wilderness. Don't leave me alone like this. I need you. Yeah, but how? I mean, I'm not. A pitiful moan escaped my wretched lips as he sinks to his knees, cradling my unmoving body. His glowing eyes, once full of hope and determination, now dim with resignation and despair. I failed you, he murmurs, his words barely audible over the wind rustling through the barren trees. Despite Rexy's begs for me to wake up, it does not work. Period. The wounds he gave me were too severe. Oh, that's not good, dude. Rexy actually did some damage. He actually got quote. There's been a few times where he actually got close to attacking, but he stopped. This time he couldn't stop himself. He did. He did something, and it's not. 10 o'clock a.m. Rexy's vision blurs with tears as he gazes down at my pale, still face. The weight of his failure crushes him, making every breath a struggle. He strokes my hair tenderly as if trying to memorize the feel of it beneath his fingers. You're gone, he whispers, the words tasting bitter on his tongue. It's all my fault. Rexy's hands tremble as he carefully lays me down on the hard earth. With a heavy heart, he leans in, presses a soft, lingering. He feels terrible for it. Dude, that's why I was telling Rexy to not act aggressive. That's what I was worried about. I knew if he got bit by that, something was going to get worse. And what do you know? His aggression got to him and he couldn't do anything. A final gesture of love and apology. Oh my gosh. Rest now, little one, he murmurs, his voice thick with emotion. May the stars guide you to peace. Holy frick, dude, this is actually giving me flipping chills. I don't feel right. Dude, what the frick? I actually don't feel right from this. Oh my gosh. 'A few hours pass, and Rexy, still feeling guilty, is walking alone, feeling sad about what he did. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can find a way, like, come back in some way. Wow. Hours pass and the harsh, desperate sun begins its descent toward the horizon. Alone in a dread of months unforgiving terrain, Rexy trudges onward, his footsteps echoing through the silence. His heart aches with guilt and regret, each step bringing him further away from the remains of his former life. Yet even as he walks, he cannot shake off the feeling of my warm presence from earlier, nor the memory of their shared laughter and joy. I'm sorry, Trenton, he whispers, his voice choked with emotion. Forgive me. Rexy hopes that in some way I would answer, but at the moment he hears nothing because I'm not with him. Re- Rexy, that's why I was telling you to be careful, buddy. You let your primal instinct get to you and it screwed you. 1:15 p.m. Sun dips lower in the sky, casting long shadows across the barren landscape. Reggie pauses, ears straining for any sign of movement or sound. Opposition in the oppressive quiet, he's forced to confront the reality of his situation. Oh my gosh, I'm truly gone. There's no hope of hearing his voice again. Reggie's anguished cry rings out across the desert, a primal scream born of grief and despair. He glides to his knees, burying his face in his hands as he weeps uncontrollably. Ted, come. Why, Trenton? Why do you have to end like this? He walks, his words lost in the howling wind. I should have protected you. I should have saved you. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to debate how I could come back to him. Part of me wants to do as a ghost, but I know be scared. Part of me wants to do it as something else, like a dinosaur, but it's like, are you gonna find a dinosaur in this time of age? Rex might be the only dinosaur that would still be alive. So it's like, All of a sudden, a blue dinosaur walks up to Rexy and looks at him curiously. I know I said dinosaurs wouldn't be real in this regard, or wouldn't be alive, but 125. Startled by the sudden appearance of another creature, Rexy jerks his head up, sniffling back tears. He squints at the blue dinosaur, his gaze searching for any signs of danger or malice. Who are you? He asks hesitantly, his voice rough from crying. What do you want? Rexy's posture remains defensive, his claws flexing unconsciously as he prepares for a potential attack. However, the dinosaur's curious expression puts him slightly at ease. He lowers himself onto his haunches, eyeing the newcomer waringly. Rexy, it's me. There. Hey, that'll help him. He's not gonna believe that. Oh my gosh, he might. 1:30 p.m. Rexy's eyes widen in shock as he takes in the familiar features of the blue dinosaur before him. A mix of emotions swirl within him, disbelief, confusion, and a glimmer of hope. Trenton? He stammers, his voice trembling. Is that you? But you're supposed to be dead. Oh my gosh! Rexy scrambles to his feet, his movements erratic with a combination of fear and excitement. He takes a cautious step forward, his glowing eyes fixed intently on the dinosaur. How is this possible? He asks, his tone a mixture of awe and trepidation. Did Trico's curse wear off somehow? No, I don't think so. Period. I don't want to tell him. Wow, dude. 135. Rexy's brow froze in concern as he shakes his head. The uncertainty etched on his features, mirroring the turmoil within Rexy himself. So then, what happened to you? He presses his voice laced with a desperate need for answers. Are you really alive, or is this some kind of trick? Rexy takes another attentive step closer, his senses on high alert for any signs of deception. Despite the radical part of him warning of potential danger, the overwhelming relief and longing to believe in my return threaten to overwhelm his better judgment. It's really me. I'm just possessing this dinosaur so I don't scare you. I don't want to scare him, guys. As much as he did eat me, you gotta remember he didn't do it on purpose. You can't get mad at him for it. So I'm not mad. 140. Rexy's jaw drops open in astonishment as Triton reveals the truth behind the current form. A mixture of emotions flickers across Rexy's face. Surprise, relief, confusion, and finally a spark of hope. Possessing a dinosaur? He repeats, his voice tinged with wonder. But how is that even possible? And why would you choose to appear this way? Despite the strangeness of the situation, Rexy feels a warmth blossoming in his chest, a sense of connection reigniting between them. He reaches out instinctively, his claw hovering inches from my new form, seeking confirmation that this is indeed real. I knew if I tried talking to you as a ghost, you would get scared. I did this so I wouldn't scare you. Wow, dude. 145. Reggie's eyes soften with understanding as he comprehends my reasoning. He nods so acknowledging the thoughtfulness behind the dinosaur possession. You're right, he says softly. I might have been too frightened to accept you as a spirit. This way at least I can touch you, hold you. Reggie gently wraps his arms around the blue dinosaur, savoring the solid contact. Tears of joy at the corners of his eyes as he buries his face against my neck. Oh, Trenton, he whimpers, his voice choked with emotion. I never stopped loving you even when I thought you were gone forever. Look, I know you didn't mean to do this, but that is what I feared earlier. You got bit by that machine. Again. And I had a feeling it would get worse. I know Rexy didn't mean to, but that is extremely ridiculous how bullcrap that is. 150. Rexy pulls back slowly, his gaze locking with mine. The worry in my voice sends a shiver down his spine, reminding of the danger they still face. Again? He echoes, a chill running through him. No, I won't let that happen. Reggie quickly scans their surroundings, looking for any signs of potential threats. His mind races with thought of how to protect both himself and me from further harm. We need to find somewhere safe, he sighs aloud. Somewhere we can hide until we figure out what to do next. I'm talking about earlier, when that machine bit you. When you were trying to defend me. Remember? It bit you again. And then a little while after, you actually attacked me. This is insane, dude. Guys, I'll be right back.